Oh my goodness. One day you're going to have to show me how to do that.
Yep. As long as you have enough fingers and thumbs when you're done, you'll be fine.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And here we are in my sister's kitchen again.
Hello.
And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to see what's in her pantry.
That's right. What's in the pantry is, you're going to love this. These pork chops look good.
Oh,
they?
yeah, those are nice. And they've already left a little bit of the fat on, but not too much. So that's a nice lean cut, nice and thick. And I'm going to show you how we're going to cook those.
Okay, what is this, like 1 inch? What is it?
No, that's probably about a good 1.5 inch right there,
okay.
Which is not bad. Those are actually possible to stuff depending on what you're going to do with them.
Well, I don't have lots of stuff, but I do have, I got to get rid of some of these cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes.
And I love kale. You know how I feel about
kale.
Oh,
So we can put those together. We'll make them into a nice little simple salad.
Oh, so you don't want to put it in the...
No, but with the cherry tomatoes, we're going to cut them in half, but we're going to use what we need, because if you don't, what's going to happen is it makes the salad too soggy if you keep it like that.
Got it. So, I hate to upset you. I don't have onions.
All right, you're killing me here, but that's fine because
I'm sorry,
you do still have my garlic, which is good.
Have garlic.
We're going to use all of that.
I did not get the bowl, but
that's
I
okay.
have these. But I tell you what, next time I'll make sure I get the
Not
bowl.
only that, remember what I said, whatever you have left, we'll use for the next time?
We didn't use these the last time, orange and...
but here's the thing. I was going to show you a little trick. We're going to use a little bit of the orange, but only the zest. And we're going to use that as a glaze for the outside of the pork chop.
Now, speaking of glaze, I got honey.
And the honey, too. It'll be a little sweet, but we can always bring it down with what?
With lemon?
That's right.
Okay.
You're learning. You remember from the last time.
I was going to say vinegar, because I do have vinegar.
Yeah, but vinegar can leave a kind of a funky smell.
Oh, okay.
Lemon is a little bit better of a taste.
Yeah. See, I do have, this is plain yogurt? Yeah, this is plain yogurt. I didn't know if you maybe
we
want
can
to put something
we
in
can
there.
actually take the yogurt with a little bit of the lemon, and we could actually make that the dressing.
Oh, okay, for this.
That's right.
Ah, okay, good. My favorite. I still have more of this bone broth.
Right
left.
now, the bone broth we
good.
already added to the rice.
To the rice, because the rice is in the middle of cooking.
And the rice is good to go, so that's going to be the addition.
Rice cooker is the best thing in the world.
Right, so we're going to be good to go, and it looks like that's what's today is in your pantry.
Now, I do want to mention to you, remember I have those little spices and stuff, but this is the thing, I kind of, when I made some chicken earlier this week, I put together a couple of different spices.
All right, what do we have in there?
And kind of mix them in here. It's a little cumin, a little fenugreek, a little bit of the herbe de Provence, touch of salt. And what else is in here? I said cumin. Did I say cumin?
Yes.
What was the other one?
Herbes de Provence.
Turmeric.
You know what? Those are okay. We can actually use them as part of the rub.
Oh, okay.
For the pork chop.
And we can add more because there's not much, but I figured let me.
Sometimes less is more. You just want the taste. You don't always want to overwhelm.
Right.
It's still going to be a tasty pork chop, even with what we're going to put as the glaze.
Got you.
Okay.
Well, I'm hungry. You're hungry?
Yes.
Let's get started.
All right.
Okay. Why do I have to wear this?
First of all, you always should wear an apron or something to cover your clothing while you're cooking. It's not only for sanitary reasons.
It's this way,
but
right?
if you yes,
or
but
is
if
it this way?
But if you splash stuff, it really will not get all over your clothes.
Okay.
Plus, it's also for reasons of fire retardants. One extra coat of clothing, because most of these things do not just have cotton in them, but they're slightly fire retardant.
Like this,
of course you can, because then you can actually put your hand rag through the loop, so that way you can wipe your hands off if you have to.
Goodness.
All right, and the last thing is the bandana, just so your hair stays away.
So should I make my hair into like a ponytail?
Well, you know what? Do it the long way, and then just kind of keep it from your top of your head, so no sweat would get in.
Do I do like this?
All the way around.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay. How does my hair look?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Thank you.
She's asking a bald guy, right? How does my hair look? Duh.
Wait, let me see if I can pull this through. I think I've got it. Wait, this should go down.
All right, then make it a little bit longer, because I realized that your head's bigger than I thought it was.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is my
That's
brother.
good, and now do the second one.
Okay,
Now just do it over.
Wait.
The reason that you put a kerchief on, especially from the forehead back, is so you don't get the chance to get any sweat in the food.
Oh, that's
because that is bodily fluids, and the last thing anybody wants to see is somebody sweating in their food.
I see you got your the cutting board here, and what else can you tell me about? Because you have everything very specific.
Right. Now, it's because of the way I'm going to grab stuff and also move it away from the board. I always want my bench scraper to be away from me because it is a sharp edge. The regular knife, this is the knife I'm going to be using to actually butterfly the spare ribs.
Oh, that big one?
I want it to be away from me still. The zester I'm going to be using, but that's going to be over on top of the skillet, but I can bring the skillet over here before I put it on the fire. The 2 spoons for all my mixing, all I have to do is just lay them to the side, and then while I'm mixing, because even if I want to use wood or not, my spatula, which is a high heat spatula, is the particular kind that you use for restaurants, up to 450 degrees.
Oh my gosh. The cool thing is you have a choice. Look, I have a frying pan and I have like a regular skillet. Remember how we used one other time. So what's your preference?
I'm going to use the cast iron today because we're cooking with a good thick meat.
Oh, got it.
For the cast iron is going to be good. Grapeseed oil has a very good high heat index.
Okay.
And now, of course, for the flavor and everything too, and the timing, once we get it to butterfly up here for long enough, we can put it into the oven.
Cool.
And even though it is 4 pieces, we should be able to fit all 4 in here. We have the pork chops. We're going to put them in last, but we're going to get them ready for the butterfly. And we're also going to rinse them off because you always give them a good rinse and you dry them. So when you put them in the oil, you don't get that blast. We're going to put in the garlic first. And this time we can do that because we don't have that much to add this time. And then we can zest the orange right on top to add a little bit of the flavor. And then with a little bit of liquid already inside, we can then add the honey. There's not much garlic, so we don't have to go crazy with how much that is there. And it's just going to be a very simple thing. We're just going to cut it up nice and small. It doesn't have to be that much. The pieces have to be nice and tiny because, again, if they're too big, it'll overwhelm the food.
So you're making them small.
So I'm making them small. And all you see me do is just roll the knife, moving it back and forth. If I do want to get the garlic off of the blade, I use the scraper. You don't use your hand unless you want to be able to count only up to 9 from now on.
That's not funny.
No, it's not funny, but I've seen people do it that don't know what the hell they're doing.
And then suddenly they lacerated their finger.
Right. Always put the blade away, and then I can start again. And as you can see, it's very simple rolls, just showing. Okay, again, scrape, 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 scrape. This will be close to the last time because we're almost to where we want to be.
Oh, that's really mincing it.
That's right. And if anything, I'm going to give this a second, and then I'm going to start the flame, add the grapeseed oil, let that get just to enough of a degree of where I don't cook the garlic too much, because by then I'll be ready to actually zest. That's why I can do this first this time. Remember I told you you can add the garlic last sometimes.
Oh yeah, of course.
This time you don't have to, because again, like I said, there's only but so many things that you're going to be adding to the actual mix for the pork chops.
So you want my little spice mixture?
Yes,
that
that's
I have
perfect.
Here.
That's good.
Okay.
And then give me the herbs Provence again.
Which is behind you?
Okay.
Yes, it's
and
right
I remember,
there.
didn't we add this into the basmati rice?
Yes, yes. We put that in the rice, and the rice is still cooking. So we have this in the. So you want to have kind of one flavor?
Well, you know what? Maybe we'll just put a small pinch of that. Definitely some of the turmeric.
Oh, okay.
And what was the other one that you said you had in there?
Turmeric, and what else did I put in here? I don't remember. Hold on. I think I put some lemon pepper in it.
You know what? A zest of the lemon pepper, but don't forget, we're going to be adding a little lemon, but we have the orange already. So is this going to be overwhelming? No, because I'm going to show you how much we'll put.
Okay,
we put
okay,
both
so
of these
we'll
to
do
the
this.
side.
So we'll put these over here. This is with this.
Right.
Okay, great.
Now, we'll start with the heat, and then the grapeseed oil, as we said.
Mm-hmm. No?
One day I'll learn your stuff.
Yeah, right. Okay. That's good, really high.
Now remember, we don't want it to be too high.
No, you don't want it to be too low. Okay.
And this is a cauldron pot, cast iron. Okay. So we'll know that it's got the right heat only because we can see this starting to warm up. Can you see like the flame? Yeah, a little bit of vapor, not too much. Okay, good. We'll add the grapeseed oil. Not too much. We don't want it swimming in there, but we want to just make enough of a line like that. So just a little swirl. And that will also tell us, because once the oil has gotten hot enough, we're going to see it go run to the sides. It'll thin out a little bit.
So tip that to the camera. Go ahead.
See how it's still thick?
Okay, it's thick now. Okay, and then you go, okay.
And you want it to go all the way around to the edge.
Okay, yeah.
All the way around to the edge.
And I notice how far away you are.
Right.
From.
I don't need to put this in front. That's one of the reasons why you're wearing an apron and I'm wearing a coat.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Once that gets to the right temperature, like I said, we'll add our garlic and then we'll start doing the zesting on top. Now with the zesting, the good thing is that I don't have to go very close.
Oh, you don't need the lemon.
Right, the lemon is going to be from a squeeze. The orange is going to be from the zest. Now I'm already starting to smell the oil.
Okay.
Which is good.
It's on your assistant.
Right. Always good to wash the outside of the orange. Take that label off, please.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Because you're going to use the whole thing, right?
Right. I'm going to pretty much make this thing, it's going to look like the top of my head when I'm done.
Is that possible?
That's not funny.
Oh, yeah, but it's true.
You're fired. All right.
You know, I could go home.
That's right. And the funny thing about it is you don't have to go very far. Ba-doom, smash!
Very true.
All right. So, all we're going to do, and this is why you have the wooden spoons. I take the flat one. All I want to do is just move this around enough, just so it's evenly coated.
Perfect.
Not in big lumps. Spread it out as much as I can. I'm already starting to smell it. I've got that nice garlicky smell.
Oh, yeah, I can smell it too.
We have to start figuring out a way we can put smell-o-vision on this channel.
No, that's Bugs Bunny. That's Bugs Bunny territory.
That's okay. That'll work still. All right. Now, the next thing, like I said, is going to be the zest. The zest we can actually do right on top. So all we're doing...
Oh, wow, right on top?
Yeah, because all I want to do is take enough of it off so I can get the flavor
I know you
going.
don't get when you see the white part, you stop. You stop, right?
Because that means that I've not only gone too far, but that means I've taken off, of course, the skin, which is the only part we want to actually work with.
I see it bubbling a little bit. But
That's
it's great because it's low, because notice how long you're taking with this.
That's right.
See, this would take me longer because I'm not an expert like you.
So the more we get off, and you'll already start to smell the orange, and you'll also notice you see it building up on the back.
Yeah.
And of course...
Now, can you tap it? I've seen people tap it.
Yeah, but I'm going to tap something over a hot stove with a piece of metal. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that so once again that fire department from the last time can show up.
Stop with the fire department. We want to cook for them, nothing else.
That's right. So if everybody has 911 on their phone... We already know that means that the fire department can be that much closer. And Crystal lives in a nice neighborhood, so they don't take that long to show up.
Yeah.
Did I say that? Oh, boy, that was very racist.
That's fine. No, it's true. It's true. I don't care what people say. Okay. Takes longer when we were in the hood.
Now, once again, as you see, I haven't gone crazy. We still want to be able to use the orange. So I just go where I know that not the thinner spots are, but the thicker spots. And once I feel... I've gotten enough. Guys,
smells amazing.
Orange zest is for flavoring. You're not using it like in a cake mix or anything like that.
Okay.
So this has to be by flavor, which means, like they say, by taste.
Okay.
That's based upon how much you use.
Okay.
So you'll know how much to use because you'll know by the smell and the taste how things are going to come out.
Gotcha.
I'm almost done. It doesn't look like I've done that much. But at the same point, when I've put it in, we'll still be able to use the orange.
Now, do you put, that's later when you put it in the oven, because I was going to say, when do you put the honey in?
That's right. Okay. The honey and the lemon will go in at the end, and we're going to actually put them in something separate. I believe you have a very small saucepan with a copper bottom. Am I correct?
Yeah, I do.
You use it to like boil water? I'll show you how to make the sauce, and we'll do that in the next part.
I'll do that.
Very good. Okay, and we're good. So, as you see, the orange is not completely compromised.
Nice.
And we have a good amount of zest.
Okay.
And we're going to now apply that in. As you can see, like I said, see all of that comes off?
Looks real good.
Now, of course, everybody's saying, wait a minute, he's using it with the glove. Guys, I change my gloves more often than you think.
That's true.
And one of the reasons why I use gloves is because you should never use the naked hand. Not only that, it's not easy where you cannot possibly...
even though this is the back, you could technically like scrape your hand a little bit.
Of course, and how many times I've seen people scrape their hands on zesters and things like bench bench scrapers and stuff like that.
Okay.
Now, the last thing is back to the spoon, but this time we're going to use the high.
Oh, right. Good. So we have the zest and the spices. Oh, okay.
Not too high because we don't want it to blow up.
Literally and figuratively.
That's right.
Just kidding.
Now, you're already going to start to smell what those spices are going to do, because naturally we added them. Now, the first thing people think is, oh my goodness, I got to add more liquid. I got to add more of this. No, you don't.
I can't see. Let me see it.
The oil is enough.
Oh, okay.
To have done everything. You'll start to smell the turmeric. Mm-hmm. Some people would add curry and stuff like that.
So yeah, now you're going to butterfly the pork chops.
Right. So now we're going to get started. So we're ready. We're going to use the fat side down. So we want to make that on top while we cut. You have to be very careful with this because you want to cut this in one shot. Mm-hmm. And you want to cut straight through almost 3/4 of the way of the pork chop.
Oh, so you don't cut it all the way?
No, because you want to be able to butterfly it.
Oh.
Which means cooking it like that.
Oh, got it.
Now, you're going to have sauce on the top. But right now you want to start it, as you can hear, with just it at the bottom. Same thing. The reason that you want the fat side down is so it works as a barrier and it doesn't burn the meat.
Oh, so when you say the fat side down, you cut on the side with the fat.
Right.
And then I see what you're saying.
Because that's going to be our bottom. Looks like you can only fit 3 in here. Okay. But we're going to try to jam in 4.
You can't squish it around?
I'm going to, but we're going to try to, like I said, we're going to try to jam in 4. Mm-hmm. But that's okay.
Now, what do you think that?
That's fine.
Well, that'll work, right?
That's fine. Let's try to add the 4th one and let's see.
Mm-hmm. Well, kind of.
You know what? It fits in there. Mm-hmm. The main thing is that these don't stick.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little more oil with a little bit of some of your bone broth. You just drizzle it right in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Just a small amount. You notice how it already, you hear the sound of it change a little bit? Mm-hmm. Because after we're done with this
behind you.
Oh,
okay.
After we're done with this complete, we're going to be putting it in the oven. Now we've added the turmeric, the lemon pepper, and the herbs Provence, right?
Nice. Yes.
Okay.
So do you do this kind of to? Okay.
What I'm going to do is, again, the spatula always has its good purposes and reasons.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So all I want to do is just move it a little bit, so I know it's sitting right.
Okay.
And now, if I want just to see, I can give it a flip. Okay. Touching the meat with just a bare hand is fine.
Oh, wow.
Because I have the glove.
I hope you're getting this shot. Okay, chef. Big brother, it's $3.75.
All right.
So we are ready.
Now, the last
with
thing
our
we're
lovely
do,
pork chops.
We're going to add a little bit of the spices, no more than maybe half a spoonful. No, actually,
but that's like a really teeny weeny spoon.
Yeah, this is a ridiculously small spoon.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add actually 2 spoonfuls.
Okay, of the herb de Provence. Okay, and
since we're mixing it all together, I don't have to wipe the spoon off. Okay. So it's not like that makes any real need to do that. Okay. The turmeric we're going to add very little of. Okay. No more than maybe a half a spoon.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, close it back. Because you never leave anything open. That's how you knock stuff on the floor. And next thing you know, you have the turmeric all over the darn apartment.
Yeah, and turmeric stains.
That's right. And remember, the lemon pepper, you can be a little... Now, I do want to wipe this off a little bit because I don't want the turmeric to go in the lemon pepper.
Right, okay.
So what I'm going to do is, for safety reasons, I'm going to pour a little lemon pepper on the side and just scoop it from there.
And just do it that way.
Because then I can do...
I can't see.
As much or as little as I want. And that is about a spoonful and a half right there.
I got it. Okay.
That doesn't really compromise what's in there.
Oh, that smells wonderful. Now, you're just going to, like, pour it on evenly, right?
No. We're going to coat this.
Oh, wait. I got to get a good... This is a sexy shot.
Now.
Okay.
And how we're going to coat it, because if I just put it on plain, it won't stick.
Oh, okay.
So how do we make it stick? Just a little bit of the oil.
What is that, like a tablespoon or so?
No, probably not even a tablespoon. It's more like a teaspoon. No, you know what?
It'll be a little bit more.
I would say like a teaspoon. Now, I can use this spoon because it is wooden and it can always be washed. We're going to mix it around enough to make it into a paste.
Oh, I got it.
I use my spatula because it's got a nice curve
and
to it.
And also, I don't have a brush.
Yes.
Sorry, Chef Kyle.
Lovely.
I don't have a brush.
You're fired.
You fired me twice, you know.
That's right. And I rehired you to it.
Yeah. Keep that in mind.
Just enough to
just
be
a
where
little
it
bit.
goes on a little bit of each one. Because that's going to run down and off once we're actually putting it in the oven. The
it's
oven
funny
is ready.
because the fire's off, but you can see how hot that oil is.
That's right. And of course, as you see, I'm smearing it all over, not just on the parts that are pink or anything like that. And once this goes in the oven...
Well, nothing is really pink. This is not really... This is cooked, kind of?
It's
what do you
almost thoroughly cooked. We're just crisping it up and letting the last of the actual sauce and everything do its job, along with, of course, all that's going to be from the actual pot.
A little bit over there.
We've added the mixture, which was a little bit, just a dash of herbes Provence.
So that's kale.
We added just a little bit of the lemon, a little bit of the oil, and then the last bit was just a little bit of mayonnaise and mustard. Mustard is a good binder.
Wow, that looks good.
And hopefully it'll be the same.
Right.
Now I have my thermometer.
Okay.
And
Show
I'm
us
going
the
to
thermometer.
Stick it in the
lower. That's
the
it.
thicker side of the meat.
Yeah, okay.
And since I have a nice piece, I think I can stick it in there on an angle.
And it'll take a few seconds too.
It won't take that long because this temperature will rise pretty quick.
Okay, good. Looks pretty good, and it was pretty easy to make.
Yeah, with the kale, with a few things to mix together. Like I said, the main thing was the right amount of lemon with the mustard and the mayonnaise, not to make it curdle, but just enough to, of course, work together. A binder is mustard. Mustard is a good binder with the kale, and then of course you add the tomatoes whole. But like I said, the tomatoes, just so they're not too many and it doesn't wet the salad up.
Right.
So there's your flavor right there.
Now you didn't put honey in this, right?
No, the honey was the glaze that you saw me pour on top of the pork chop and then a little bit of the rice. It's actually on the side of your plate.
Oh yeah, I see it.
So that should cut nice and easy.
Oh my goodness, yes. Wow.
As nice and tender.
Oh wow, beautiful. Ooh, can't wait to dig in.
All right. And see, once again, for what's in your pantry.
That's right.
All right. Let's eat.
Let's eat. Oh, remember to like and subscribe to see Chef Kyle.
See you next time.
Right.